Hello there. In anticipation of severe weather season coming up, I had an idea. So I've been playing a ton of GeoGuessr lately, and I found a map. Well, there's a lot of maps actually, but found a map that is focused on areas that have been hit by tornadoes. So I thought it would be fun to play that GeoGuessr map, and then once I find that tornado, I'll give a little bit of context on which specific tornado we're actually talking about, when it was, and then general impacts of that tornado. These tornadoes are definitely going to be in rural areas, so it's going to be tough to get the actual location. I'm an okay GeoGuessr player, but I'm not the best, and given that these are rural, it's going to be tough to really pinpoint it, but I hope I can maybe 5K at least a couple of these. So there are 5 rounds in a game of GeoGuessr, so we're going to look at 5 tornadoes total. So without further ado, here we go. All right, so first off, I already have no idea. What is interesting about a lot of players who play GeoGuessr is that they know exactly what this sign would mean. And I do not, but I do see a green location sign down here, so we might be able to find something. Centralia, Cesar, Duodin? I don't know. All right, let's see if we can find a, maybe, okay, we got front plates. That looks like Minnesota, to be honest. 618, don't know exactly where that would be. Illinois. Okay, Illinois, just in general, 148 miles. Okay, that makes me think we could either be, so probably not in Minneapolis. I could have been in, oh wait, this might be helpful. Illinois 154. Okay, so we are in Illinois. That was an Illinois plate. Just kidding. Not a Minnesota. That, I mean, could have been. Yeah, I think that is Illinois. Okay. Use Road 51. Route 51. Illinois 154. 59. We're further south. Pinckneyville, okay. That helps. 154. Cesar. Alright, let's go back to our start here. Come up on this location here. This is, all right, this has got to be what I'm looking at here. Oh, there's a railroad. There is our railroad over there. Yeah, this is it. Someone doing some donuts in here. That's fun. Okay, so we were on the side, maybe right before it turned to, okay, these 2 houses right in between this. Right in between this. Can we get a 5K? I think we can. Oh no! Oh. All right, well, we were close. Anyway, so this is the, now let's see what this is. This is an F5 tornado, or EF5, near Pinckneyville. So this was not the Pinckneyville tornado. This was actually the Sunfield, Illinois F5 tornado on December 18th, 1957, as a part of a larger outbreak from the 18th through the 20th. This tornado struck Sunfield at the junction of US Route 51 and Illinois Route 154, as you could see on the GeoGuessr map. The town of Sunfield was completely devastated. I found a couple of conflicting sources on casualties, but at least 1 person had passed away, and the tornado injured 6 others. This tornado caused between $250,000 and $500,000 of damage, and this tornado reached a maximum width of 200 yards and traveled about 5 miles. All right, next location here. This is going to be way more difficult. I do not know if I'm going to find anything on this. This looks very, this could be Kansas, this could be Missouri, it could be, it looks a little more southern Midwest than north. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know if it looks southern or northern. It looks kind of in between. Yeah, this is interesting. Mac Road. All right, well, it looks like for this one, we are going to be doing some exploring. This also could be like Arkansas, like Delta-ish vibe. I don't really know exactly what that looks like, but this just looks, they got the kind of more red colored clay. Yeah, this has got to be the south, or like south-ish. It could even be like, I don't know, like, yeah, it's got to be like Arkansas or something, or super, like, very western Tennessee. Might run out of time on this one because there's just no good street signs, or no, like, I need to get to a town. Ooh, maybe let's look at a license plate. That's not, okay, well, it's definitely not Alabama. It kind of looked, saw yellow. I don't really know all the plates. Athens, Alabama. Oh my goodness, it was Alabama from the start. Yep. Okay, so I at least had like the region somewhat generally sort of in the right. My guess, I did not even see what road I was on, so I'm going to guess that we were north of this and like on one of these roads somewhere over here. I mean, gosh, I have no freaking clue. All right. Yeah, you know, close enough. Okay, it was on the south side. Yeah, I mean, you just look at this. There's no way I could have known that, but we do know it is the Athens, Alabama tornado. So let's take a look. All right, so I think based on the location on GeoGuessr, this one is referring to the two EF5 tornadoes that went through Tanner, Alabama on April 3rd, 1974 between 6 and 9 p.m. These were part of the 1974 super outbreak. These tornadoes claimed a total of 44 lives, and they happened incredibly close to each other in terms of time. The first tornado track was further south, starting at about 6:15 p.m. and ending at 7:35 p.m., while the second, further north track started at 7:28 p.m. and ended at 9:05, meaning they were both on the ground simultaneously, which is definitely kind of terrifying. The entire outbreak caused $50 million in damage, and these two tornadoes caused damage to over 1,100 buildings, so I would imagine much of that damage cost is due to these two tornadoes. Alrighty, what the? We got snow in the mountains. We're in the Appalachians. I actually don't know any F5 or EF5s that went through. I mean, gosh, this could be anywhere from like West Virginia to like to even, this could be like the Ozarks, or also Pennsylvania. Okay, this probably is more northern, like could be Pennsylvania. Pretty sure they've had an F5 or EF5. Germany Hall Free Will Baptist Church. Okay, that gives more southern vibes than northern. So we could be like west. Well, there's no way there's been a EF5 in West Virginia, and this is definitely not the Midwest. This is like Pennsylvania. I gotta think it's that because there's snow. I will say I'm not really a great historian in terms of tornadoes. I know the big outbreaks and some of the big tornadoes, and like that last one, I know that Athens, Alabama had a tornado. It probably was in the 2011 April 27th outbreak, but it also could have been a different one. I don't know, but is that what I think it is? Is that a Cincinnati Bengals flag? Sure. Okay. Could be. No, it's not Southern Ohio. It's got to be Pennsylvania. I'm so hung up on that. That's my guess. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go near Sabensville. Oh, it was Ohio. That was probably a Cincinnati Bengals thing. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, That's so unfortunate. Well, anyway, this looks like Allentown-ish EF5. This was the either Gallipolis, I do not know how to pronounce that name, so I apologize profusely. Post-production, me here. It is pronounced Gallipolis. Okay, so double post-production, me here. It is pronounced Gallipolis, but this tornado was in that town on April 23rd, 1968. It was part of a larger outbreak from April 21st through April 24th. This was a tornado that stretched from Wheelersburg to Gallipolis, just north of the Ohio-Kentucky state line, killing 7 people and injuring 93. The outbreak that this tornado was a part of had 26 tornadoes. All right, hopefully this is a little bit easier. I'm not gonna lie. So the last one was very rough. 6th Avenue. We're definitely in the Midwest this time. All right, got some more clues up here. Airport. Another like county sign. I hate these. Fayette County. It's not Georgia, right? Better not be Georgia. Oh, water tower. What do you got for me? Let me see your full name. Oh. What? What does that mean? Okay. All right. Waterloo. Are we in Iowa? City of Oilween. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We are right here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. This tornado is the, again, forgive me for my pronunciation, but Oelwein Maynard tornado in Iowa. This tornado was a part of the May 15th through 16th, 1968 outbreak where 39 tornadoes touched down across 10 states. This tornado touched down at 4:57 p.m. and destroyed 68 homes. 2 churches, an elementary school, and a middle school were destroyed. People said that they even saw more than one tornado while this tornado was on the ground, so maybe multi-vortex, or there could have been more than one. Unfortunately, 4 people were killed in this tornado. Clearly, 1968 was a big year. All right. It's the last one. This is going to be also incredibly rough. This has to be very much out in the plains, obviously. Thinking Kansas, Nebraska. Could even be in eastern Colorado, but not sure. We are in the town of Lismore. That could be Illinois. Lismore, Minnesota. All right. Minnesota is tough to look for places. I'm just gonna send it. We're gonna call it. I was relatively close, but yeah, I was southwestern. This is the Chandler Lake Wilson, Minnesota tornado on June 16th, 1992. This was an F5 tornado that destroyed more than 75 homes, caused over $50 million in property damage, and killed 1 person and resulted in 40 injuries. This tornado had winds in excess of 260 miles per hour, and it was the only F5 to touch down that year. At least 24 tornadoes were reported that day, so it was definitely a big day, but this was the most prominent tornado. Well, that is about it for this video. This was sort of an idea that I just came up with and wanted to make a video on. So if you liked it, like and subscribe, and you should see some more videos every so often. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.